Hi preschool friends. We're going to do a little art and we're going to do it outside. I have my can of Campbell's soup and maybe you have your own can of soup or some other kind of food. But we're going to use this to look at the shape of the soup can for our observations. All right. So I'm noticing a lot of shapes. I'm noticing at the top there's a circle. On the sides there's just lines and then even curves on the bottom. It has another circle. So when there's a circle and a circle connected with lines, that's called a cylinder. So that's the shape that we're doing an observation of. I want to make sure you can see the can of soup here. And then I have my black pen or marker and I have my paper to make the outline of my soup. After I do the outline, I can use other things to color it in and make the details. But right now, I'm just for my observation, I'm going to make the outline. Okay, so what I see on the top, and I see it differently from my view than it is in the screen, but I see a circle at the top. So I'm going to draw a circle. Almost like oval shape. And then I see lines on the side coming down about there. And the bottom doesn't have a straight line, it has a curve, so I'm going to make that curve. All right, so that's my outline. I could add other details too, like there's a tab on the top, and things like that, and I can do the words and the colors. Now, if I wanted to make a copy of this, there's a couple ways I can do this. Because there is an artist named Andy Warhol, and he did a lot of things with what's called print. And that's where he made multiple, many prints of the same design. So there's a couple ways I can do this. Maybe at home you have a printer where you can make a copy of it and do that. Maybe after you're done, you could take a picture of it and print out that picture. That's another way of doing it. The third way I want to show you is where you can use this outline and trace it. Now there's different ways of doing it. One way is to put it like on a window and have the sun shine through, and then you can you'll be able to see the lines better. Okay. Another way is just taking a piece of paper and putting my copy here and then covering it with the other piece of paper. Like I said, I can kind of see the lines. Do you see them there? So what I want to do is take my marker and trace the lines that I see coming through the paper there. So I made that circle and I can see my circle. Okay, I can see the lines on the side of my cylinder, and then I can see the curve on the bottom. I can even see this little pull tab. So that's another way of making a print, a copy of the original. Now I have 2 soup cans. All right, artists, I'm wondering how many soup cans we can make. And it doesn't just have to be today or this week. It could be many times of making the same thing and seeing how many we can make. So let me know what your soup cans look like or what you decided to make copies of. Okay, it doesn't have to be a soup can. It could be something else, and you can make copies of that. All right, I know a lot of friends who are artists out there. They, I'll just give an example. Like our friend Claire, she loves to make Pikachu, and she makes many Pikachus. So you could do something like that as well. All right, well, I'm going to keep on making more cans, see how many I can make, and then I'll show them to you. All right, bye, artists.